Good morning on this Friday. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. And it is Friday.
Yeah, TGI, yeah.
And you're especially happy because you're going into your birthday weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'm not excited about the birthday part. I'm excited about the plans part.
The plans part. The plans are always the good part of the birthday, especially fun birthdays. Yeah, you'll have a good time. We're going to keep you in mystery, wondering what she's doing for her birthday. But I can promise it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's the first, so we'll see.
Ooh, the mystery lives on. Okay, so, yesterday, you may remember we were talking about Chili Peppers. We were talking about how, it could be more expensive this season because of the drought and all these things. But, there's so many things to talk about when it comes to Chili Peppers. And, they may be too hot to handle, but they really are the coolest thing around in Hatch. And we'll actually be meeting the Hatch Chili Queen and her court in a few minutes. And then in our second half hour, one of our favorite people ever, personal chef Jan Laird, is going to teach us how to roast and peel the chili.
I know, I'm so excited about this. You were just talking about this yesterday, how you're having such a tough time with it. So after today, I bet you're going to be an expert.
As usual, Jan answers my prayers and comes to the rescue. So I'm excited. And when we moved here, we didn't know a lot about it. We're learning a little more as we go about Chili Peppers. And it doesn't matter if you've lived here for 100 years or you just moved in. There are a few interesting facts you should know about chili that we want to share with our viewers. Okay, so let's start with this one. For example, did you know that chili is a fruit? And one fresh medium-sized green chili pod actually has as much vitamin C as 6 oranges.
Oh,
6.
How about that? I like it.
Pretty good,
very healthy for you. This is really cool, too. The color that's extracted from the really very red chili pepper pods is used in tons of things, from lipstick to processed meats.
I didn't know that.
Isn't that cool?
From lipstick? Really?
No, I say all you need is a spice from it, though. You don't even need lipstick at all, but your lips will get really red.
Talk about hot lips, yeah. Now, here's another one. Okay. Sore throat lozenges and teas are also made with chili peppers. I never knew that. Now, I know a lot of times when you don't feel well, they'll say have the chili. It's good for your throat. It's good for you when you've got a cold to nurse that cold. But I didn't realize it was actually made in those lozenges.
Cool.
Interesting, right?
And it's interesting, too. I had a glass of wine last night, and it had it was like red chili wine.
Oh, I've had that. It's delish.
Is it good?
Yes.
It has that little kick and that spice in it?
Funny, because Paul Nimi, who we're going to be showing an interview I did with him the other day, that's going to be on today's show, and last time he was here, he actually brought us wine he did a white wine and a red wine that was made with chili. It was delish. But I do prefer the red wine with the chili than the white.
Okay, I'm going to try the white. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
And the chemical that makes chili peppers hot,
that's
actually used in patches for sore and aching muscles.
Wow.
So as painful as they can be to eat, they can actually have healing properties.
That's nice.
Pretty cool.
Well, somebody who will heal us with lots of information this morning is our KRQE News 13 anchor, Elizabeth Alvarez, who's got this morning's headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy early birthday to you, Kristen.
Thanks.
So excited for you. All right, let's get to your news headlines because there's a lot to cover this morning. We've had a very busy Friday morning so far. Commuters who take the rail runner from Santa Fe to and from, I should say, Albuquerque will have to find another way to their destinations after last night's severe weather. It shut down the tracks from Bernalillo to Santa Fe. Service north of the US 550 station is suspended until they can get a bridge there that is underwater checked out. Now, the train will still run from Belen to Bernalillo 550. Officials are hopeful that they will have everything back on track by tomorrow. What a mess, I tell you, that rain caused yesterday. But yeah, interesting. Just make sure you take note of that. There are changes coming to the way the rail runner is running. 3 Albuquerque police officers are under investigation for allegedly roughing up suspects. Police lapel camera video captured what has now sparked a criminal investigation. Here's News 13's Kim Holland.
Come on over here, sir.
The call comes in on May 31st. Albuquerque police questioned 4 men who are suspected of dealing drugs in a park.
Stand up.
And then 2 bolt. Officers catch up to them at an apartment 20 minutes later. Even though they don't have a warrant, Officer Shad Solis kicks in the door while it appears Officer Connor Rice has a gun drawn. Shad Solis then fires his taser. Connor tases this man 2 more times, and Solis hits him with his taser. About an hour later, officers found another suspect in the back of the building. He's seen voluntarily lying down with his hands behind his back.
I surrender. You surrender. Oh, 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 Stop resisting.
Officer Ronald Saran steps on the suspect's face, and Officer Rice hits him 3 times in the head. The officers are seen high-fiving each other after the suspect is handcuffed. Rice, a 6-year APD veteran, is on paid suspension, charged with battery and aggravated battery. Solis, a 14-year APD veteran, is on desk duty. And Ronald Saran, who's been with the force for 15 years, is now on active military duty. The police chief says the investigation is far from over.
There's other interactions with other officers, other comments that are concerning to us. Other, what we describe as, I would describe as lack of intervention by other officers, again, of great concern.
The criminal investigation is being conducted by APD's own departments. The case will then be forwarded on to the district attorney's office. The FBI is also investigating to see if any civil rights violations occurred. Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
And unlike most other people charged with aggravated battery, Officer Rice, we're told, was not arrested or booked into jail. Instead, he will be summoned to court. The chief tells us that is because the crime happened 6 weeks ago. It looked like something straight out of CSI. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department has a new high-tech tool to help them fight crime. Deputies took the forensic 3D laser scanner seen right here out for training yesterday. The scanner scans 360 degrees horizontally and 270 degrees vertically. Plus, it takes pictures that will be stored forever. Now, this will help investigators get exact measurements at crime scenes and also help them convict criminals by being able to recreate scenes with animations much better. Get ready to fork out more money for admission to the Albuquerque Biopark. Ticket prices will increase on September 4th. An adult ticket will go up $7 to $10. For kids and seniors, the price goes up from $3 to $4.50. Albuquerque Mayor R.J. Berry says many repairs need to be made, including the repairs to the Ape House and sidewalks. He also says that he wants $3 million in the city's yearly bond election to go toward the biopark. A Las Cruces man is waking up a millionaire this morning. 31-year-old Justin Lafferty matched the 5 white balls in Wednesday night's Powerball, winning $1 million. Lafferty says he plans on spending his winnings paying off his home loan and spoiling his friends and family. By the way, someone in Michigan won that whopping $337 million jackpot from this week. Wow, incredible. All right, that wraps it up here for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. on KRQE News 13. Ladies, happy Friday.
Elizabeth, I detected a tinge of jealousy when you were reading that last story about the lottery.
You think?
A little bit.
You think?
I'm right there with you,
Justin,
sister.
call me.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah, if there's any lottery winners out there that are looking for love, I'm available. Thanks, Elizabeth. Have a good weekend. Okay, apparently, this is interesting. Tensions are running high on the Today Show after Ann Curry was dumped less than 2 months ago. You may remember that, of course. And on yesterday, Al Roker, Matt Lauer, Savannah Guthrie, and Tamron Hall were wrapping up an interview with members of the U.S. women's rowing team when Al kind of called out Matt. Listen to this.
And the ladies threw you in the water after winning the gold. The tradition here in New York is you throw her in the Hudson River. No, you don't like that? Hey, congratulations, lady. It's great to see you here in New York.
Thank you.
Which is different in our tradition, which is to throw one of us under the bus. That's another story.
Mr. Roker.
Let's show you what we've got.
Oh, my gosh.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, Matt. Oh,
I want to know what happened on the commercial break.
I know. It was good. I bet it was good.
It was good.
You know, they're pros. It's like 3, 2. They can be angry and fussing at each other. When it gets one, that camera's on, you know, they're all smiles again.
Oh, yeah.
But a little bit, obviously, slipped into the on-air side.
That is bad. Right. That is bad. Well, you know what? He's not winning any popularity contests lately, and today ratings are actually down. So karma's a... Well, you know what I was going to say. Okay, now this week marked the 35th anniversary of Elvis Presley's death, and thousands of fans swarmed to Graceland in celebration of the king of rock and roll's life.
Fox News correspondent Rick Leventhal takes a look at Elvis's career and the legacy he left behind.
Still the king 35 years after his death. Thousands of Elvis fans descending on Graceland to celebrate the rock and roll legend. Candles lit the night as crowds gathered Wednesday outside Elvis Presley's longtime home and burial place. And in a first for what's become an annual gathering, the King's ex-wife, Priscilla Presley, and daughter, Lisa Marie, appeared together, greeting fans and thanking them for the outpouring of love.
Know this, he loved his fans, and this is proof that you love him. And again, like Lisa said, we thank you very, very much for all that you do to keep his legacy going on and on and on. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
The vigil, which was set to run through Thursday morning, marks the climax of Elvis Week, an annual celebration of Presley's life and career.
Paying a tribute to Elvis, that's exactly what we do.
Globally, Elvis has sold over 1 billion records and counting, more than any other artist. His American sales earning him gold, platinum, or multi-platinum awards. He also starred in 33 successful films. The rock and roll legend died at home in 1977 at the age of 42 from a heart attack following his battle with prescription drug abuse. Since Graceland opened for tours on June 7, 1982, more than 17 million people have walked through its doors, one of the most visited private homes in America. In New York, Rick Leventhal, Fox News.
Were you a fan of Elvis?
Oh, yes.
I am such a fan. I remember just growing up, I would sit and watch those specials. I love the one in the black leather, you know, when he wore the black leather, and then the one from Hawaii, the comeback special. Oh, my gosh. What I wouldn't have done to see that man live.
Live, that would have been amazing.
Have you ever visited Graceland?
I've not been there yet.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it one of these days. I know a lot of people we were just talking to around the station have been there, and they say it's a treat. So hopefully one of these days we'll get to see it. Meanwhile, here's what you can meet. You can't meet Elvis. It's not going to happen, but you can meet Albuquerque's most eligible bachelors and bachelorettes at the hottest party of the year. Albuquerque, the magazine's Hot Singles Party, takes place tonight at Hotel Albuquerque.
38 hot singles were featured in this month's issue of Albuquerque the magazine, and 10 of them will be auctioned off at the party. So the proceeds will benefit the New Mexico Coalition for Adult Literacy. So all for a good cause, but a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yesterday, you may have caught it, we talked to Kelly Sansone. She's Albuquerque the magazine's marketing director, and she said that people actually go crazy and that some of the singles have gone for as much as $800 to $1,000. That's a lot of money for a date.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, there's only very few people I would come up with the money for that.
Wait, okay, is it 800 to 1,000 or is it 800,000?
No, 800 to 1,000.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's shelling out 800,000.
I thought she said that yesterday too, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, 800 to 1,000 in that vicinity of price range. Yeah, so we'll see. But there was more to it than that even.
Yeah, there have been even marriages.
Yeah. I mean, people really found the love of their life.
And fell in love.
Right? Now, the party starts at 7. The auction is actually at 10:30. So if you get there a little late, you'll still catch that fun. And the fun will continue all the way up until 1:30. Tickets are $30 at the door. And be sure to dress to impress. She said everybody really goes all out in the clothing department. So get out there and look your best.
It'll be a lot of fun.
It will be fun. Now, the star-studded Albuquerque Film Festival is underway. And that is going to be screening cult classic favorites, independence, documentaries, and also what I was actually surprised to hear is that there are going to be some kid-appropriate classics all week long as well.
At least 4 of the films are New Mexico made: Tank Girl, Repo Man, Walker, and Home Sweet Home. And for more information to buy tickets, you can just visit abqfilmfestival.com.
Yeah, it's really an amazing thing because the film festival is not only entertaining, but it's also educational. There's actually going to be 3 panel discussions that are scheduled at the Hotel Andaluz, and that information will also be on that website as well, so you can find out about it. And by the way, cult director Alex Cox is actually accepting the Dennis Lee Hopper Lifetime Achievement Award this year, so you want to catch it. And if you can't make it up to Albuquerque for the film festival and you're up in Durango, John Rabano, who we met when we were in Durango for that film festival, he's starring in a play called Bicycle Men. It's supposed to be really good, so just something to look up. Look it up. It should be really interesting and fun, and he's a good actor. He was on According to Jim. I just caught him recently, actually, in a repeat when I was up way too late for my own good.
Always.
Yeah. Oh, I always am, right? Now, Whitney Houston takes her final bow in this weekend's blockbuster Sparkle.
Yeah, Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has more of what's new in theaters.
Unloaded.
Reuniting for another high-octane, testosterone-driven sequel, Hollywood's biggest action stars are back in The Expendables 2. alone, Statham and company are being joined by Bruce Willis, Chuck Norris, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as they track down one unfortunate enemy.
Do you see ghosts like all the time?
If the young ones are out for movie night, there's the PG 3D animated tale Paranorman, about a boy whose ability to talk to the dead makes him a little more popular when his town faces a supernatural invasion.
Hi. Hi. I'm Timothy.
Jennifer Garner stars in The Odd Life of Timothy Green, a PG story about another unique kid.
My mom used to sing professionally.
Maybe you be like your mom and never reach your goals, but don't fall short because you can't admit that you want it.
In her final film, the late Whitney Houston leads Sparkle, the story of a talented family and their musical dreams, co-starring American Idol winner Jordan Sparks.
My personal fortune is in ruins.
Robert Pattinson has rounded up national buzz in director David Cronenberg's thriller Cosmopolis, about a young billionaire's wild limo ride across Manhattan.
Hi, Frank.
You have got to be kidding me. That thing is going to murder me in my sleep.
Several big names are starring in another small release this week, Robot and Frank, with Frank Langella as a retired robber whose son sets him up with an advanced caretaker. The film co-stars Susan Sarandon, Liv Tyler, and James Marsden.
Look at this place. That's just gross.
Robots, ghosts, and a team of the toughest guys in Tinseltown, all ready to fight for top spot at the box office.
That's a good cast in that one movie, right?
It is. It looks good.
Some good movies out there. And the search continues, we need to mention, for the new Face of Fox, who will be joining our team in October when we say goodbye to reigning Face of Fox, Elias Gallegos.
Tonight at 11:59 p.m. is the deadline to submit your 1-minute video to Casa.com. So get on it.
And top candidates must be energetic, enthusiastic, and fun to watch. The winner will represent to Casa Fox and Casa.com on air and online for a year.
Yeah, you can check out the competition right now on Casa.com. Online voting begins soon. We'll keep you posted on it.
We will indeed.
Get ready to vote.
Yeah, you have to check out the competition online. Meanwhile, the weather. What's happening this weekend? Because a lot of people are wanting to know.
Oh, it's going to be really active as far as the storms are concerned. So you might want to keep the umbrella close by or that rain jacket handy, especially in the afternoons and evenings.